Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Bhargava Reddy. I'm the co-founder and chief business officer at Cure AI. So today I want to speak about reimagining chest X-rays to find lung cancers early and what is happening globally. Most of my content will be in the low and middle income countries, especially where like the number of CT images are unfortunately very low because of the lack of infrastructure. So let's take the United States. You have around 45 chest CT scanners per million population, whereas globally there are countries which have less than one CT scan machine per million population. So what do we do with the rest of the globe? That's a big number. So what we realized is there are 2 billion chest X-rays which are done annually every single year. Can I do can I find nodules opportunistically? I mean, a person can come for a chest X-ray pre-operative. I mean, can I find nodules? Can those nodules turn out to have lung cancer? So that's what we started with. And then what we realized is there are a lot of cases, and it's possible to find lung cancers early from chest X-rays too. So this is one case, and there are multiple cases and studies which I wanted to show what we are doing. So then we decided on how do we can we scale such pathways? Can we scale chest X-ray pathways for lung cancer detection as a opportunistic method? So then we partnered with AstraZeneca in 2020 and tried to see what would happen if we opportunistically run AI on 5 million X-rays. Will there be a difference? It took us almost 5 years to see this, and then we realized that there is a lot of difference, and we impacted and we touched 7 million patients. We did a lot of lung nodule detection. Now I wanted to show some of these results and show how early can these nodules be found. And so the first time when we did retrospective studies to show that there are lung cancers which are missed because radiologists have missed on the chest X-rays, and we proved that on an average you could save around um, 2 years of misdiagnosis. You can diagnose those patients 2 years earlier. And then we also showed at a lot of places where tuberculosis screening is happening in tuberculosis endemic countries, we realized that there is nobody who's reading those chest X-rays. And unfortunately, all those patients who have gotten a chest X-ray where only the TB algorithms were running, we realized why not even run nodule algorithms? Why not pick those nodules? And we were able to prove that over like 150,000 patients who went through these TB screening programs, around 130 lung cancers was found. I mean, that's a big number. And then more and more evidences. I mean, we were running this on the back end in Vietnam. Like there were 150,000 X-rays from a hospital in Vietnam named as Bach Mai Hospital, and then we realized that 1 in 3 lung cancer patients which are coming from the pathway can be early stages too. So this is one example from India. What we have seen is that this patient has presented symptoms of cough. He was a smoker. India doesn't have any lung cancer screening pathways, and the first thing which people do is go get a chest X-ray is what we tell. And we found that this patient had a 11 nodule on a CT, and then we were able to order a CT, get a diagnosis, and all of this we were able to do it in 2 days. And he was a stage 2A cancer. And this is from Turkey, and this was a preoperative X-ray, and the patient has never smoked in his life. And this patient, we were able to get to a diagnosis, and we realized that you can find nodules even up to 9 millimeters on chest X-rays, and AI can find those nodules. We were able to do it in from the start to the end. It was around 63 days. Uh, and what we are seeing is it's possible. It's possible to find lung nodules on chest X-rays. They will obviously be not as accurate as CT, but at places where there are no CT machines or very few CT machines, using X-rays as an opportunistic tool is immensely useful. And I feel like places like Africa, Asia, even some places in Latin America, it could be extremely useful. There are more and more cases. We have found around 1,200 plus lung cancers diagnosed incidentally through these pathways using X-rays, AI on X-rays, and like a lot of these cases are very subtle, very small. I mean, if I zoom in these X-rays, it's very tough to see those nodules unless until you are intentionally trying to find it. They are very tough to find, and we are really happy to collaborate with Dr. Yanklevic's team, Dr. Claudia, to see if we can if the use of AI can change any of these pathways. And we are really, really proud as an organization at Cure AI to partner with this community. And moving forward, we are trying to launch it in many countries, see what would happen if you run AI incidentally as an opportunistic detection in these countries. And finally, we have a mission to avert 100,000 deaths from lung cancer in most of the low and middle income countries. And I truly think that's possible. Um, that's about it from me. Thank you. Hoping for a better future.